Hi guys, this is Teacher Mel and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So before we start, please don't forget to subscribe and click the bell so that you'll get notified for my incoming videos. Shout out to all my maths fanatics and to all my subscribers. Thank you so much for subscribing my channel. So please stay tuned and don't go away. Alright? So today we're going to learn about fraction or multiplying of fractions. Okay? So let's go. Okay, so in multiplication of fractions, for example, if you have 1/2, okay, times 4/5. Okay, so I'm going to show you my two ways on how to multiply fractions. Okay, so in traditional way we multiply the numerator. Okay, we multiply this one, so it's equal to 1 times 4, so 1 times 4, okay, over, and then this one 2 times 5, this is 2 times, this is 2 times 5. Alright, 2 times 5, so that is 1 times 4 is 4, 2 times 5 is 10, right? Okay, but 4 and 10 are both divisible by 2, yeah, to get the simplest form of this fraction, 4/10. So 4 divided by 2 is equal to 2, okay, and 10 divided by 2 is 5. So when you multiply 1/2 times 4/5, the answer is 2/5. Okay, that is our first method. Okay, that is our first method. Okay, so that is method 1 or first method, right? Okay, in my second method, okay, so the same problem, 1/2 times 4/5 equals, yeah. So it's in this method you just going to cut or cancel out. Okay, so as you can see here, 2 and 4, yeah, 2 and 4, they are cross. One is in numerator and the other one is in denominator. So 2 and 4 are both divisible by 2, yeah. So this is divisible by 2, and then this is divisible by 2, right? Okay, so 2 divided by 2 is 1, yeah, and 4 divided by 2 is 2. Okay, so it's called cutting or cancel out. Okay, you cut them, you divide them by 2. Okay, so and then we do that way to make the number smaller. Okay, so 4 we will make it 2 by dividing it by 2. Okay, to make the number smaller, so that when we multiply, remember, in multiplying small numbers is more easier than the big number, right? You will see the difference later on if we get a bigger number in terms of fraction. Okay, so 1 times 2, so 1 times 2 now, so 1 times 2 and then 1 times 5. Okay, so 1 times 2 is 2, 1 times 5 is 5. So as you can see, we get directly the lowest term because at first we reduced the number already, right? We reduced the fraction already. You can only cut one in numerator and then the other one is in denominator. You cannot cut the numbers both in denominator, or you cannot cut the numbers both in numerator. It's only up down or up down or up down or up down, right? That's the way to simplify or to cancel out numbers. or fractions, or getting the lowest term of that fractions, right? Okay, so let's take another example. For example, if you have 6 over 8 times 3 over 12, right? So let's take the first step, or the first method, which is the traditional way. So normally we just directly multiply 6 times 3, so it will become 6 times 3 over, and then we directly multiply this one, 8 times 12, so this is 8 times 12, right? And 6 times 3 is 18 over 8 times 2 is 16, carry over 1 in there, so it's 96. So 18 and 96. Now this 18 over 96 is not the simplest form, so you have to think. Okay, the easiest way to get your lowest term is keep on dividing it by 2 or by 3 or by any number. Let's say dividing it by 2. Okay, so 18 divided 2 is 9. Okay, and 96 divided 2 is 48. Okay, so 48. So 9 over 48 is still divisible by what number? So 9 and 48 is still divisible by 3. Yeah? So the answer is 9 divided by 3 is 3. Okay, and 48 divided by 3 is, so 1 on there, so 16. Huh? So therefore the lowest term, when you multiply 6 over 8 times 3 over 12, the answer will become 3 over 16, right? So it's a bit long method because you keep on finding the lowest term of your answer. Okay, while in the second method, okay, in our second method, we just the same problem. For example, 6 over 8 times 3 over 12. Okay, so I told you earlier that you cannot cut the number in both position, or both denominator or both numerator. You can only cut the numerator and the denominator, or the numerator and the denominator here, or the numerator here or denominator there, right? So as you can see here, 6 and 12, so one is numerator, the other one is denominator. 6 and 12 are both divisible by what number? So by 6. So you divide this one by 6, and then this one is by 6, so 6 divided 6 will become 1. Yeah, and then 12 divided by 6 will become 2, right? See, so you can easily get the answer, and then you directly get the lowest term. So, and then that is 1 times 3 over 8 times 2, right? So what is 1 times 3? That is 3. 8 times 2 is 16. Yeah, and that is the answer when you multiply 6 over 8 times 3 over 12. Okay, for the next example, so if you have 3 over 10, so times 10 over 11. Okay, so equals. So again, let's do the traditional way. Okay, so you can directly multiply 3 times 10, so it will become 3 times 10. Okay, and then 10 times 11 is 10. Oh, you can directly multiply this one, so it will become 10 times 11, right? And then what is 3 times 10? So 3 times 10 is 30. and then 10 times 11 is 110. Okay, so we can just simply cut the 0 here, so the final answer is 3 over 11. Okay, that is our first method. While in the second method, so 3 over 10 times 10 over 11. So as you can see, 10 here and then 10 up there. When you divide them, or when you divide this number by 10, you will get 1. You will get 1 here. So when you divide it by 10, yeah, divide by 10. 10 divided by 10 is 1. 10 divided by 10 is 1. So, and then 3 times 1 is 3. Then 1 times 11 is 11. So, when you multiply 3 over 10 times 10 over 11, so the answer is 3 over 11. So, it's the same but different method, different way on how to solve or on how to multiply fractions. Right? So if you like more, you want to see more videos, so please don't forget to subscribe and click the bell, okay, so that you will get notified for the in the incoming videos.